Hello, fighters, survivors, and thrivers. Welcome to the Cancer Show. It is I Am Inspired Inspiration Sunday, and I am inspired by a musical that makes history class fun. Can you imagine? History class fun? Okay, now I don't want to get all, negative about history class, but history class wasn't always fun. In fact, I can remember, because history is all about facts, right? I can remember in the 12th grade, my best friend and I had a spare, so a free class before lunch. And then we would have history. No, that's not correct. We would have lunch, history, and then our spare. Okay? Lunch, history, and then a spare. So history was in the way of watching General Hospital, which was a soap opera back in the 80s. Well, it was on forever. I don't think it's on anymore, but this was back in the day when there were a lot of soap operas. And so we would want to watch our soap opera, and social studies was in the way, history class. So we would see our social studies teacher, Mr. Lefroy. Mr. Lefroy, love you, love you, love you. If you ever see this, we loved having you as our teacher. You did actually make it interesting and fun. But we would see him, or especially myself, I don't know about Teresa, but I see him in the hallway like, yo, Mr. Lefroy. I just want you to know that Teresa and I will not be in history class because we have a spare after and lunch before, and we're going to go home and watch General Hospital. And he'd be like, you better be in class. We're like, we're not going to class. And we didn't go to class. We didn't. We were in grade 12. And I don't know, there's something about getting your driver's license and being in the 12th grade where you just think that you can do anything. And you feel like you're so mature, not knowing how much you're going to learn, both, positive and challenging throughout the years. But, oh my gosh, we were good students, we were good girls, so it wasn't that big of a deal. And it wasn't often because it had to line up. It had to line up that we would have that, trifecta. So, yeah. Mr. Lefroy, you're the best. Thank you for dealing with us. In fact, after that, I started teaching aerobics right near our school. You could actually walk there. And Ron Andrews rec center, basically. And Mr. Lefroy would come to my my aerobics class, so I got him back with torturing him in aerobics class. Anyways, history, that's what we're talking about. History. Making history fun. Well, if you go back and look at this week's Forget About It Super Fun Friday, Sophia and I went to see Hamilton. Now, let me be honest, I didn't really know that much about Hamilton. There's so much going on, and I knew a little bit about it, but I did not know a lot about it. And I love biographies. So I said to Sophia, when we get home, I'm going to go down the biography rabbit hole. And that's what I did. And I'm like, I'm so inspired. I'm like, Inspiration Sunday. So Hamilton is going to be the inspiration for today. And if you have not seen it, go see it. It's so good. It's so much fun. And, you learn a lot. I'm like, I didn't know that. I didn't. What? So by the time I got out of there, I was thinking to myself, that would take like a whole semester to teach, all about Alexander Hamilton and what was going on in that time. And so I thought that was brilliant. And clearly it is, because it's won all kinds of awards, and Lin-Manuel Miranda is a huge star, and actually he was already a star before this, but I didn't know much about him either. So let's start with Lin, the star of the show. So I was interested, like Lin, L-I-N, where did he get that name? His name, Lin-Manuel, was inspired by a Vietnam War poem written by Jose Manuel Torres Santiago. So I wonder what the poem is. Let's see. No, it doesn't. It doesn't tell me what poem it is, but I could look that up too. I will post it. If I find it, I will post it. Okay. So Wikipedia, my best friend. This is Lin's Wikipedia. Just gonna do the first little part. Lin-Manuel Miranda, born January 16th, 1980. Love the 80s. Is an American actor, singer, songwriter, rapper, producer, and playwright. Oh yeah, he's a rapper. Doggone it, he's a rapper. Wow, what a rapper. He created and starred in the Broadway musicals. He created, right? And starred, like he pulled a Rocky. Sylvester Stallone wrote Rocky, and they wanted to put a known star in it, and he said, no, I'm gonna be Rocky, and the rest is, legendary. Okay, so he created and starred in the Broadway musicals In the Heights and Hamilton. His awards include 2 Laurence Olivier Awards, 3 Tony Awards, and 3 Grammy Awards, and an Emmy Award, MacArthur Fellowship, and a Kennedy Center Honor in 2018. Wow, that's a lot of awards. That is like amazing. It's just so inspiring. And by the way, his wife, Vanessa, they met in high school. They didn't date in high school, but I think they started dating after high school, and they've been together for many years. Well, the video that I had watched was like at 15 years, so I don't know if it's more, but it's a love story. It's a fairy tale. Like his life is very inspiring. Okay, so Hamilton is the Broadway musical about the life of American Secretary of Treasury and founding father Alexander Hamilton, with the lyrics, music, and book written by Lin-Manuel Miranda and based off the biography Alexander Hamilton by Ron Chernow. The musical has made incredible box office success in its Broadway production in the Richard Rodgers Theater, as well as its off-Broadway debut at the Public Theater in Manhattan. Now it's like everywhere. Okay. Production and lyrics of the musical began when Lin-Manuel Miranda discovered the biography Alexander Hamilton by Ron Chernow in an airport while on vacation from his other Broadway hit, In the Heights, off-Broadway 2005-2007. While reading it on vacation in Mexico, Miranda began developing early ideas of a musical revolving Hamilton and his life. He began writing these ideas down. So random, right? That's just so random. Frequently shouting out ideas to his wife, Vanessa Nadal, as they came to mind. After researching, he found that a play by the life of Alexander Hamilton did exist, though it dated back to 1917. The first idea of Hamilton was brought up while Lin was at a bar with Jeremy McCarter. McCarter says, Lin-Manuel Miranda told me he wanted to write a hip-hop concept album about the life of Alexander Hamilton. For a second, I thought we were sharing a drunken joke. We probably were drunk, but he wasn't joking. So that's basically how it started. And if you're wondering who Jeremy McCarter is, Jeremy Carter, this is when I start going like down the rabbit hole of like bios. Jeremy McCarter is a writer and producer. He is the founder and executive producer of Make Believe Association, a nonprofit audio production company. So we love nonprofits, right? Yes, we do. He is the co-author of Hamilton, The Revolution with Lin-Manuel Miranda, a #1 New York Times bestseller. So I obviously they were friends, and like Lynn just said, hey, what about this? Let's like do it. Let's do it hip hop style. Huh? Right? Like hip hop style? Who would have ever thought that would work? Boy, did it work and work and work and work. I'm inspired that Lynn came up with this idea and said that he wanted to do it in the fashion of like hip hop and rapping, and then he does it and pulls it off, and you know, it just all came together. And actually I know if you've seen his work or if you've seen the musical, you will see that he is an amazing he's an amazing rapper. And when I was doing my research, I found a video when he's on Jimmy Fallon, and he does like this hip hop thing with one of whoever does the music on Jimmy Fallon show, and they're doing like this, whatever, they like this hip hop duel, and he gives them 3 words, and oh my gosh, it was amazing, like so fascinating. Like the way he thinks on his feet it's just incredible. I will also post that here. Okay, so my favorite character, other than Hamilton, is the King, King George III. He has a very small part, but this is another example of there are no small parts, because he's my favorite. He's so funny. The songs are hilarious, and they're like about terrible things, but they're super, super funny. And so his costume was just perfect. And I mean, I just love that character. So that's my favorite character in Hamilton. Who is yours? Please, comment below. Let me know if you've seen it. If not, go see it. And then my takeaway is one of the songs that Lynn sings, and it's called My Shot. And he says, I'm not throwing away my shot. I'm not throwing away my shot. And he's talking about his shot to build America, to create America, because he's a founding father. So this is at the very, very, very beginning. And so I'm just thinking about that myself, like I'm not going to give away my shot, and how that connects with a cancer diagnosis. And I'm like, okay, so what's my shot after a cancer diagnosis? And I was thinking, like, I'm not going to give away my shot to serve, my shot to give back, my shot to support, my shot to be grateful for my health, to be grateful for my children, my family, my mom, for the time that I had with my sister. I'm not going to give away my shot to be grateful every single day, and to honor and respect and love my higher power, which is God. Like, I'm not going to throw away my shot. I'm not going to throw away my shot to be happy, to be to live a life of purpose. Because when you finish your treatment, you have a choice. You have a choice. You could be angry, bitter, definitely traumatized, no doubt about that. But that's something that you can work through. We can work through, because it is a traumatizing experience. But that experience gives you so many golden nuggets, so many takeaways. And one of them to me is like, I'm not going to waste what I just went through. It doesn't even have to be cancer. You can put any challenge in there. Don't waste the challenges of your life. And even if you're going to take that experience, that really challenging, horrible at times experience, you can use that for good. It doesn't have to be big. You don't have to be doing lives every day like I am, but it can be internal, treating yourself better, taking care of yourself better, giving more, being more compassionate, enjoying the small moments, understanding what money is really for, understanding what it feels like to be healthy, because we take that for granted. We do. We take it for granted. And when you go through something horrific, you have an opportunity to take it and use it for good. So I'm not gonna throw away my shot. I'm being here with you. I'm supporting you. Giving back, serving. It feels so good. Giving is the gift you give yourself. I'm almost saying this every single live now, but it's the truth. Everybody needs support. Everybody needs a hand to hold. Everybody needs a friend. And, going through my treatment, becoming much more spiritual, much more grateful, not even knowing that I wasn't. It's not that I wasn't grateful. It's that I just didn't understand how grateful I was for the simple things. Because the simple things are what you're dealing with when you're that sick. You just want to breathe. You want to not be in pain. You want to heal. It's basics. You want to live. It's basic, but it's big. I mean, big, like huge. Huge. So don't throw away your shot to take this experience as you're going through it and embrace the lessons. Embrace the pain. Embrace the joy, the random acts of kindness, the support, the love. You can come by, Sophia. Keep going. I got a cheerleader. Children, what? I was not going to throw away my shot to be their mom, to be around to be their mom. No way. I wanted that more than anything, to be alive for my children, to raise them. That was my goal, to live and raise them, period. That's it. That's all I wanted. And I was not going to throw away my shot. My shot to work at it, to listen to my doctors, and to listen to myself if I didn't think that my doctors were correct, or if there's something going on. You stand up for yourself. This is your shot. This is your shot. So embrace it, learn from it, use it for good, share it, spread the love, lift others up. Just say hello. How are you? Sometimes that's all somebody needs for you to lift up their day, to make them feel better. It's simple. It's simple. So please, don't miss your shot. And we are here every day on the Cancer Show to talk about not throwing away our shot. Every day. Every day we wake up and our heart is beating. Wow. Like that right there. That right there. That gives you a shot. No matter how low you're feeling, how depressed, how much in pain, just knowing that your heart is beating for you, that's a shot. That's a shot. That gives you the upper edge. Your heart is beating for you. Your lungs are expanding for you. Your cells are fighting for you. So that's my I'm Inspired Inspiration Sunday. I'm inspired by Hamilton, by Lynn, by everybody involved in the production, the performers, King George, love it. The music, I'm singing it all, ever since we left, we've been singing it and playing it. I'm learning all the words. I'm looking up the lyrics. It's very inspiring. I'm thankful to Mr. Lefroy and for history and social studies. And I hope they make more musicals and movies like this that are actually entertaining, and they can show them, share these movies or musicals or whatever. Show it to our children, our teens, and they can learn about history. And they won't even know that they're learning about history. Hi, Tracy. Tracy, have you seen Hamilton yet? They won't even know that they're learning about history because it's so much fun. There's so much I didn't know. I didn't know. Of course, I was raised in Canada, so we didn't really do much of Canadian or American history, but I certainly do not remember anything about Alexander Hamilton. And he is a founding father, so it's very important. Maybe I just forgot. It was a while ago. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget not to throw away your shot. I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. I'm so happy to be here to serve you, and thank you for your support, your generosity, your messages, your private messages. I keep those. I keep those messages, and I keep them all together. And if sometimes I just go back and look at them and think, wow, like that makes me feel really good. That makes me feel like I am doing what I dreamed of doing when I was like so sick and I couldn't even lift my head off my pillow. Hi, Barbell. You guys, I just finished it. Barbell, how are you, darling? I just finished the live. It was about Hamilton the musical and how I'm inspired, and it was just amazing. And just the story of Hamilton. It was so determined and had nothing going for him. Everything was against him, and still he succeeded. And Lin succeeded. Lin-Manuel Miranda is just epically talented. And I think this is a treasure. I think this musical is a treasure for everyone, and especially America. God bless America. All right. Thank you so much. Tomorrow morning we will be doing, or evening, depending where you're at. We'll be doing Cancer-Centric Meditation Monday. I look forward to seeing you then. I hope you have a beautiful Sunday. And again, I thank you so much for joining. And let me know if you've seen Hamilton, who your favorite character was, and your favorite song. And tell me what you are not going to throw away. What shot you are not going to throw away. Because you have a shot. Don't throw away your shot. I am healthy, I'm happy, I'm whole. I am healthy, I'm happy, I am whole. I am healthy, I am happy, I am whole. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow.